Check this out.
So that clip was 3 months ago, which is weird to think about. It's actually part of the studio tour video, which will be coming soon. But it is a pretty good hook for this one, so I'll use it. Look, it's been a minute since I've done a video like this, sort of describing the state of the channel, what's going to change, and letting you guys in a little bit more into my personal headspace. A lot of you guys will have never even seen a video like this before. And if you stick around, part of what I want from this video is to potentially invite you onto the channel. First, though, I want to talk to you about why we're in a new space. So for the past almost 5 years, I have been working in the same room that I've slept in. And now the channel has a dedicated space for itself. And I want to talk a little bit as to why. Because the reality is one of the main reasons is mental health. I know it might not seem like it when you see these really fast-paced, finished edits that are often like full of people and crew, and it kind of cuts out all the quiet. But content creation can be a really isolating thing sometimes, especially when you're looking at the scripting, production, editing, marketing team. You're looking at them. And the reality of my situation over the last 5 years, I've spent honestly mostly alone, whether it be editing, mixing, scripting, or whatever it is. It's on a laptop screen or it's on a monitor screen. And through the transition of like doing this as a side hustle to a full-time job, there just came a point where essentially all of my life was in my room. I would wake up, I would try to go to the gym, and I would come back and I would work on my desk and work until like 7 or 8 at night, and then go talk to my roommates because I was too tired to go out, and then rinse and repeat. And that really kind of started to fuck me up, if I'm honest. It feels kind of strange to talk so openly about mental health whenever I try not to impart too much of my personal life into this channel, so forgive me. But it really increased my social anxiety. It really lowered my social battery. And one of the ways I'm trying to get through this is by creating a separate space where I can sort of lock into the work. I can be more productive here. I can get everything I need to get done here. And then I can leave the work where it needs to stay. I can choose when I leave this environment to go be with friends, go be with loved ones. And home and work doesn't have that sort of blurry line to it. That's a huge factor as to why this space exists. I have not always been great at discerning what is personal life and what is professional life. In some way, shape, or form, this space is a manifestation of that sort of thought process. It is an attempt to divide me and myself and my work, which was so blurry in my old space. Anyways, that's all the sappy shit. I want to get into all the new things that are going to be happening on the channel. First off, this is literally not possible without Plunk. Everything I'm about to discuss, all the new series, all the job openings I'm going to be talking about, this space, it's all possible because you guys decided to buy Plunk. You are making the evolution of this channel possible. So thank you. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a detachable rubber bridge. You can put it on an electric or an acoustic guitar. It will turn your regular guitar into a rubber bridge. It's $20 rather than a $200 modification that's permanent to your guitar. I'll stop talking about it, but thank you for making all of this possible. So, the exciting part, this studio does not just exist to separate work and life balance. It also exists because for the longest time, I've had this dream of launching 2 new video series. And they involve recording you. The first one is a brand new series about local and indie artists. I love the recreations. I will always love the recreations. But I also want to teach recording and production without it necessarily being about a specific artist. I want to teach how to mic and mix a drum kit, how to record a guitar. I want to do cool internet experience like recording an entire band with only SM57s or only on 90s equipment. And I want to use your music to do it. Like 2025 and 2020s in general, it sucks because musicians have to be their own audio engineer, their own producer, their own social media manager, their own marketer, their own distributor, and their own label. I want to try and like kind of figure out some way to hack this system. Let me produce the track and give you a social media platform to promote on. And here's the thing. I got a lot of really awesome sponsors. I got people helping and supporting me by buying Plunk. If you're on a video, I don't have to charge you for it. Here's a couple catches though, and they're fun catches in my opinion. You have to record it live. This studio is designed for live sessions. It's gonna have a total of 28 inputs. I've done enough production work to know how long production timelines can be with continual overdubs and constant perfection. You'll come in, you'll bring your cymbals. We have a 1970s Slingerland drum kit. You'll record bass, guitar, and drums live with a scratched vocal if you want. Then after we pick a live take, we can record final vocals and spend a few hours on overdubs. You walk out that same day with a fully produced track. This is the way that records have been made for pretty much up until like the 2010s. Nirvana's Nevermind, Rage Against the Machine, Jeff Buckley, all of our favorite 90s records, that's how they worked. One of the main reasons we're doing this is so we can record it all in a day and we're not stuck with 3-month production timelines. That means if you're coming here to work in this regard, you'll need a band and you'll need to be tight enough to play the entire thing as one take. Now, this sort of workflow with a live session is also available outside of the channel. If you just want to work here in the Google form where you can apply for this series, you can also check if you want to just do this as a day rate. The day rate is probably going to be $400 for now. This is intended for local New York City artists, but if you're not local and you're willing to pay for your trip out here, you're welcome to. If you are selected, we will reach out to you. So in the description of this video, like I said, is a Google form. In there, you can apply to be part of this new video series. Now, the second series. This one's kind of a Hail Mary. Through the process of growing my Instagram and TikTok, these platforms let you see who's following you. And I've started to notice some of you guys are already pretty well-accomplished musicians. If you happen to be an established artist on a record label or are just kind of like growing or have a following on social media already, I want you for a new series on the channel called How to Sound Like You featuring you. The idea would be to sit down tape note style, you break down your production process through your project file, and then we can go a few different ways with it. I could find a local artist to come recreate that song, and then we could show you the end product at the end of the video. Or if you want to recreate it here yourself live, we could do a as accurate as possible live version of your song. You can then take that live performance video and do whatever you want with it. It's yours. If you're a mid-level artist, if you maybe just got signed, or maybe you're a pretty big artist who might be into this, I don't know, reach out to me here and maybe we can grab a coffee. Now these are somewhat lofty goals, and they get loftier because my goal is to not let this interfere with the current upload schedule. The track recreations that roughly come out once a month, I want to keep having them come out once a month without a dip in quality. In order to maintain that, I need help. If you are a video editor, an animator, a motion graphics person who also happens to be a music tech and production nerd, I want to hire you. That is a very specific person. So if that's you or somebody that you know of, there's a link down in the description to apply. If this starts to take off and get busy, I might need interns. So if you are a New York Tech music production major, NYU Steinhardt music tech people, there's a link down below. I can't guarantee I'll need an intern, but there is a world where I might. And if I do need an intern, it will be paid. Brands, music labels. I know some of you are out there. If you work with an artist that you think would want to be on the channel for one of these series, please email me. And more than anything, just thank you guys. It was not planned to be this way, but this video came out either right before or right after 200K. I never thought I was going to do this as a job and that this would work out. And I essentially have you guys to thank for every professional advancement I have currently. The reason I'm sitting surrounded by the things I'm surrounded by, it's because of you. So if there's a way to have this whole thing benefit you more than it is currently, I want to do it to give thanks back to you guys. Anyways, see you in the next one, and see you in those applications. Bye-bye.